the early days, we were building a site. The site didn't exist. How should it work? How should we build it? And well, we want to do one thing every day. And so when the day changes over, the date code changes, something should happen so that it's another product. So obviously that happens at midnight. We were in Central Time, so no question of time zone ever existed. This is when the date changes to us and we're building the site, so that's when it would change. The idea that people would want to be there when it changed had not occurred to us. In fact, it was sort of, we want to change it when they're not there. And so we had this concept of changing the product, but not this concept of launching this exciting next day of product. And of course, we're gonna have 24 hours to sell it no matter when we change it. And then obviously not long after, we started hearing about how horrible we were for launching it at inopportune times for the people that couldn't buy it at the time that they wanted to arrive. I think it's valid in terms of if you're the individual that dislikes that, it's certainly valid for you to complain, just as it would be valid for the person that dislikes the time you pick to complain about your time. Whenever you pick a time to launch it and product starts getting matched up to the people that want that product, then eventually it will sell out. And the other people that want that product that weren't there at that time and place won't get it. You'd like to have enough product to sell to everybody. I mean, that would be the ideal scenario, is you would actually sell out, 5 minutes before, really 1 second before the next product were to launch, and maybe like one person misses. And so, that one person is like, damn it, I would have bought that, but they were only 1 second away from missing anyway, so, they just don't get one. But there are varying degrees of energy in selling out earlier. And certainly we can't predict with great accuracy the quality of every deal in terms of its excitement, or, we have fixed quantities. We buy all we can from the manufacturer. We clean them out. We work, to get the price down to a level we think is exciting. It might be so exciting when we release it that it sells out in an hour, in which case, what assholes are we? We let everybody else down by having too low a price. And should have thought that through better and raised our price, I guess, right? That doesn't make sense. But we don't know, and that's the point. We don't really want to have a boring product, so we're going to err on the side of pricing it too low, having a great event that's exciting. And since we know how many we have, and we've obviously tried to engineer a big event that sells them all, we will at times sell them all before the day is done, and that's a success to us. It isn't a success to most retailers. It isn't a success to Amazon to have a product that's sold out. That's a supply chain failure. But it isn't a failure to us, and so, people miss out. It does create an environment where arriving at midnight is your sure bet to be entertained and have an opportunity to buy that product. And we get that, and we get that there are people that don't like that, and now that's midnight Eastern, so obviously we were flexible enough to change it. Maybe it's a subject of a future debate, but I don't see it changing from here.